On Global TV News Prime, President Tinubu re-elected chairman of Economic Community of West African States. First Lady Oluremi Tinubu charges women on gathering to enhance food sufficiency. On the first scene, voters turn out en masse as far-right hides huge gains French elections. And a Business Tonight, court orders former minister to account for 729 billion naira payment to poor Nigerians. In sports, Ademola Lookman set for CAF Footballer of the Year award. Hello and welcome to all the viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Prime on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Edikan Michael. President Bola Tinubu has been re-elected for another one-year tenure as chairman of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of Government and State. Tinubu, whose first tenure is to lapse July 9, 2024, was elected by the unanimous decision of fellow heads of government at the 65th ordinary session of the authority held at the State House, Abuja. In his acceptance speech, the president said he was accepted to continue to serve the continent's interests and build democratic values on the structure he had inherited. Tinubu was first elected chairman of the authority at the 63rd ordinary session of the regional bloc held last July in Bissau, the capital of Guinea-Bissau. Now, Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has charged women to take the lead in the food security campaign, emphasizing the importance of individual contributions to efforts aimed at addressing food insufficiency. Fatima Umar has details.
Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has charged women to take the lead on the food security campaign, emphasizing the importance of individual contributions to efforts aimed at addressing food insufficiency. Unveiling her own vegetable garden at the State House residence, the First Lady spoke on her motivation for starting the garden and encouraged first-time women farmers to participate in every home or garden competition.
We need food in Nigeria. I'm trying to be, and then everybody should try to grow something. So I didn't know what I can add to the State House. And I thought, a private vegetable garden would be nice, and that has very good health benefits.
She also speaks on health benefits of some of the items planted in the garden.
When you look at the first one we have okra. Okra is very, very good for the digestive tract and also helps cholesterol, I guess so. But the other one is ewedu. Ewedu is very medicinal. We know that. I remember children that have measles, when they take ewedu, it helps them. It helps them a lot. And maybe the doctors will find, we have water leaf. Water leaf is also beneficial, especially for ulcer patients.
A statement issued by the First Lady's Senior Special Assistant on Media, Busola Kukoi, says the competition, which is open to women across Nigeria, aims to promote smart gardening and enhance communal living. Fatimi Umar reporting for Global TV News.
The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, says Nigerian Parliament is ready to partner with the International Trade Center to boost the nation's digital economy. Kalu also hinted at plans by Peace and Southeast Project, a comprehensive 5-year peace building and development initiative designed to address the complex socio-economic challenges and security issues facing the southeast region of the country, to establish food processing centers across the 5 states of the region. The Special Assistant on Press Affairs to the Deputy Speaker, Odaro Urizu, said in a statement that Kalu, who spoke while hosting a delegation from the International Trade Center, however, expressed concern that insecurity in the southeast region had a devastating impact on businesses and incomes. Administrative work in universities and inter-university centers will be disrupted on July 18 as a non-academic staff union of educational and association institutions and senior staff association of Nigerian universities have decided to stage a one-day protest over their 4-month withheld salaries. Already, the Joint Action Committee of both unions have directed their state and chapters to meet on Monday in preparation for a one-day protest on Tuesday. This decision, according to the unions, followed their alleged failure to reach an agreement with the Minister of Education, Professor Tari Maman, and the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Oya Juju, over their 4 months withheld salaries. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has concluded plans to relocate Abuja's largest mechanic village, popularly called Apo Mechanic Village, to a permanent site 25 years after the idea was first mooted by the territory's administration. Wike also dismissed speculations that the administration had given a deadline for occupiers of the mechanic village to move off or risk demolition, insisting there was no such directive. The minister also warned officials against nepotism in the location of shops. And now the Federal High Court sitting in Lagos has ordered the former Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadiya Umar Farouk, to account for payment of 729 billion naira to 24.3 million poor Nigerians for 6 months. The court also ordered the former minister to provide the list and details of the beneficiaries who received the payment, the number of states covered, and the payments per state. The Lagos State government says it needed over 2.1 trillion naira for the protection of a 42-kilometer stretch coastline requiring about 105 grants. The State Commissioner for Waterfront Infrastructure Development, Yakub, said this while hosting a business delegation from Netherlands led by the Consular General Michael Dillon at the ministry. Alepesis, however, expressed optimism over the partnership between the state government and the Kingdom of the Netherlands in coastal zone management. The visit was a continuation of earlier discussions which focused on potential collaborations in managing the Lagos coastline. The meeting explored opportunities for cooperation in water management, coastal protection, and sustainable development. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority said it impounded 9,270 vehicles from January 2024 to June 2024 for alleged traffic violations. The General Manager, Traffic Agency Olalekan Bakari, stated the figure in Lagos, said 3,034 private vehicles were impounded. He stated that they comprised 1,849 cars, 549 buses, and 636 sports utility vehicles, among others. The authority's general manager noted that 256 casualties were recorded during the period. Borno State government has declared Monday, July 8, 2024 as public holiday in recognition of the Islamic New Year of the Hijrah calendar. Acting Governor of the state, Umaru Kadufa, in a statement announced that the observance would be throughout the state, noting that the edition is in honor of the Islamic New Year, which begins on the first day of the month of the Muharram. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olakayodo, will swear in 12 judges into the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory on Wednesday, July 10, 2024. The Director of Press and Information of the Supreme Court, Dr. Festus Akande, said that the ceremony is scheduled to take place at the main courtroom of the Apex Court by 10 a.m. Among the 12 judges to be sworn in is the CJN's daughter-in-law, Victoria Olawakemi. Civil society organizations and organized labor have reiterated their demand for autonomous, functional, and effective legal government administration in the country. The CSO leaders and labor movement met in Abuja at a one-day reflection and planning section on local government reforms organized. The Nigerian Labour Congress of Local Government, Employees Association of Local Government of Nigeria, and the Nigerian Union of Teachers unanimously expressed commitment to sustain the agitation for local government autonomy. And now the Executive Director, International Press Center, Lanre Aregunde, has charged journalists to be guided by laws and codes governing elections. He also charged the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and the security agencies to conduct themselves within the confines of the Constitution, urging them not to take sides with any political party or individuals. Agunda's spokesman in Benin had a two-day dialogue with the media practitioners and critical stakeholders in the state governorship electoral process. You're watching News Prime, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja, on Star Times Channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now shown on the screen. When News Prime returns, voters turn out in their numbers, far-right eyes huge gains in French elections. These and other stories coming right after this break. Do stay with us.
Welcome to Bayes University, Abuja, Nigeria, with a legacy of excellence and a vision for nurturing future leaders. Bayes University is in a league of its own. We're all about our people, processes, and technology.
Bayes is one of the highly rated universities in Nigeria in terms of product quality standards.
We don't just produce graduates, but groom people into employers of labor.
And it has made us understand that learning is all about three things. We learn, we unlearn, and we relearn.
Bayes University Hospital offers a range of specialized services equipped with the latest technology, manned by a team of trusted professionals. And now, our vision extends beyond our walls with the Baba Ahmed University in Kano following our lead. Join us at Bayes University and invest in your future today.
Bayes University is the institution that you will get the best value for money education in Nigeria.
Bayes University. Learn to live.
Global Morning is your ultimate destination for engaging political and economic matters. I am Uyi Agmofwebe.
And don't forget to include social discussions. Tune in every weekdays from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. I am Queen Agaba.
For insightful breakfast ideas, business summaries, sports highlights, international and local news perspective, I am Anthony Momodu.
Don't miss the in-depth analysis of current and political issues by the Global Morning team and experts. I am Jumai Manson.
Catch Global Morning here on Global Television. Getting on the action. I am Edikan Michael.
We are
the Global Morning team.
Welcome back to News Prime. Israeli protesters blocked roads in Tel Aviv for a second there, demanding the government secure a hostages deal with Hamas as the Gaza war enters its 10th month. A nationwide disruption there began at 6:29 a.m., corresponding to the start of the Hamas October 7 attacks on the southern Israel that set off the conflict. The flag-waving demonstrators stopped the traffic at an intersection in Tel Aviv, calling for elections and for the government to do more to free the Gremlin captives in the Gaza. The police stepped up security around Prime Minister Benjamin Jerusalem residents before a rally call. And out of America, the United States President Joe Biden says media reports that top Democrats in Congress want him to step aside are false, insisting on running for re-election. The United States presidential election has been scheduled for November 5th, 2024, and pressure is mounting on the U.S. president to drop out of the race and allow the Democratic Party to pick another standard bearer during its convention in 6 weeks. Biden, following concerns about his suitability for second term in office, elected officials, and a portion of the media after his poor performance at the presidential debate with his main rival, the former President Donald Trump of the Republican Party. Iran's Interior Ministry says the reformist candidate Masoud Pezeshkian, who advocates improved ties with the West, has won a runoff presidential election against the ultra-conservative Saadi Jalili. The election came against the backdrop of heightened regional tensions because of the Gaza war, a dispute with the West over Iran's nuclear program, and domestic discontent over the state of Iran's sanctions in its economy. The Electoral Authority spokesman Mohsen said that Pezeshkian received more than 16 million votes, amounting to around 54%, and Jalili more than 13 million, roughly 44%, out of about 30 million votes cast. Turnout in that poll was 49.8%, up from a record low of about 40% in the first round. And our French voters have turned out in large numbers for the final round of a high-stakes election that is expected to leave the far right as the biggest force in a deeply divided parliament. Figures from the Interior Ministry says by 5 p.m. local time, some 59.71% of voters are turnout, the most at this stage of a legislative race since 1981. With 3 hours of polling to go, President Emmanuel Macron called the snap election 3 years ahead of time after his forces were defeated in the June's European Parliament vote. a gamble which seems to have backfired. The mood in France is reported to be tense, with 30,000 police deployed to head off trouble and voters anxious about the potential electoral earthquake shifting the political landscape. And now to business tonight. Data from the website of the Central Bank of Nigeria indicates that the country's foreign exchange reserve have reached a high of $34.7 billion. This represents an increase of $110 million from the previous day's figure of $34.5 billion. The reserve have been steadily increasing over the past week, with a total gain of $316 million since July 1st. This growth has been attributed to several factors, including the recent increase in oil prices, improved diaspora remittances, and the central bank's effort to stabilize the currency. And now to the power sector. The Transmission Company of Nigeria says the national power grid has been restored following Saturday's collapse. The company's public affairs general manager Ndidi Mba described the collapse as partial, saying there was a partial disturbance of the grid, but said the grid collapse is suspected to have been triggered by the unexpected tripping of 3 units of the power generating station, which she says suddenly removed the 230 megawatt from the grid, causing system instability that led to the loss of bulk supply to a section of the national grid. Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment Dr. Toris Uzalka says the Informal Economy Report 2024 has indicated that businesses in the informal market contributed over half of Nigeria's gross domestic product. The minister also said this when she inaugurated the report in Abuja, noted that the unregistered businesses include street vendors, artisans, and the service providers. As part of efforts to boost electricity supply to the state government has approved over $800 million for the execution of various projects for power generation. The State Commissioner for Information, Taiwo Olawatuzun, said the approval was given during the State Executive Council meeting. Olatubo, who started this while briefing newsmen on the outcome of the meeting, said the move was part of government efforts to tackling the problem of electric power supply in the state and connecting new areas to the national grid. On sport tonight, Super Eagles midfielder Wilfred Ndidi believes Ademola Lookman will win this year's CAF Africa's Footballer of the Year award, edging out Victor Osimhen. Osimhen, the current holder, faces 12 competition from the Lookman for the title. Lookman has had a standout season, with Atlanta in Serie A playing a key role in the success. He scored a hat-trick in the European League final against the Bayer Leverkusen, securing Atlanta's first ever European trophy. From there, Uruguay beat Brazil on penalties 4-2 to reach the semi-finals of the Copa America after an ugly game ended goalless. Uruguay, who finished the game with 10 men after Nathan's, was sent off in the 74th minute while faced Colombia in the Charlotte. North Korea in their semi-finals on Wednesday. Colombia, now unbeaten in 27 games, beat the Panama 5-0 in Saturday's other quarterfinal, earlier Arizona. Around 3 weeks down and 1 week to go, the Euro 2024 has reached the semi-final stage and is getting ready for 2 heavyweight sizes. France take on Spain and England beat the Netherlands. France and Spain go head-to-head in the morning in the first last 4 clash on the Tuesday, which brings together the best team of the competition so far and the best European nation at each of the last 2 World Cups. And our popular world wrestling entertainment superstar and the 16-time world champion John Cena has announced his retirement from WWE during the Money in the Bank event. The 47-year-old wrestling legend will embark on a farewell tour, marking the end of the 2-decade-long career with a wrestling promotion. John Cena, known for his signature catchphrase, "You can't see me," and his crossover success in Hollywood, addressed the audience while wearing a red shirt emblazoned with the words "The last time is now" and a marching red heart. As we end the Global News Prime, let's take a look at our top stories. President Tinubu Bola has been re-elected chairman of Economic Community of West African States. First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has charged women on gardening to enhance food sufficiency. On the foreign scene, voters have turned out in their number as far-right eyes reach gains in French elections. And the sports court has ordered business court has ordered former Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadi Umar, to account for 729 billion naira payments to poor Nigerians. And the sport, Ademola Lookman set for CAF Footballer of the Year award. And that's the package of News Prime coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja, on Star Times Channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on the screen. I'm Mike. Many thanks for watching and staying with us tonight. See you again.